I mean, the Ursas don't really exist. Okay, yeah. Naga Siren is, of course, the anti-Slark hero.
Heavy as well, so...
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
It's really something which you'll have to think about when you're looking at timings this game. Xakoda has just walked into 4 heroes and is kind of dead.
Farewell.
Salute. It's most Evans out. Going to be a lot for her to deal with, but it's a Naga Siren. You know, she can go to the jungle like minute 3 and still be the...
Oh, nice.
Game all that catches him out. I didn't think he was going down there at all, but there you go. And trying to secure the water rune, but Ainkrad's able to grab one. Mirage could be in some trouble here, actually. Yeah, I think it's just going to go down. They've got the grenade.
There's a fairy fire.
Oh, now in from the sidelines. Xakoda helps out as well. And Ainkrad is going to be able to get that kill. Well, despite the CS advantage in the middle lane from the Storm, of course, he did get brought down by the supports rotation, so it's actually pretty even when it comes to the net worth. Meanwhile, Xakoda looking to bring down till the end, and with Ainkrad coming through as well, looking to try and finish the job here with the sleight of fist. Needs just get a little bit closer, and there we go, catch him out on the edge.
And now he's actually moving to bottom. Rotation I didn't really expect, but because the tide is so far up the lane, it's a relatively easy kill.
All right. Lovely bite of watermelon for Ainkrad as well. My God, killing spree suddenly coming out from the Ember. Gee.
On the flip side, Storm and Grim have smoked up. They themselves are trying to get themselves onto the map, onto the scoreboard. The AfterLife used his Celestial Hammer down the lane.
That means he's dead. In comes the damage. Right clicks are there. Mirage grabs a kill with the DD, no less.
An IO into Shaker. One blink, you're always going to hit a 2-man slam. If you buy Ags, you then have that ability to also totem on top, and IO does go down, but that's because he's in the river, swarmed by 3 heroes, nearly dead.
Uh-oh.
They're rotating on him. Are they trying this?
They so?
He has Ravage this time.
Ravage just comes out immediately as well as the Dawnbreaker ulti on top of him, so both offlaners just going to be taking chunks out of each other right here. Nefrit will eventually fall, and Grimstroke also taking some heavy damage as well. Yes, he's coming in. Does land the pounce here onto the Skywrath. The line class comes down as well to help him out with the overpower. Mirage trying to look for the Rubik on the sidelines. Doesn't quite connect with that one, so it does look like the Rubik's going to be able to slip away. Not much mana to work with on Mirage here, so chance of him getting a lockdown are pretty low. Said he's trying to bottle up here, and Xakoda just wants to cancel the bottle charge, which feels very, very greedy, and he is going to pay the price for it. Look at that, didn't even...
But Ember's leashed as well.
Die. Immediately looking over towards the Ember.
He has Vortex.
He has got a Remnant out, so he can just move away.
It is. Naga has to farm, and the other 4 heroes, if there isn't a Solar Guardian, that is the big defensive spell. Everyone else, it's like each for themselves. I Ancient Seal, I Mystic Flare, maybe Ainkrad gets a nice slight chains, but if Team Sexy can kind of get in and around you, it's spooky, but supports just die. A pipe on tide. Like, a lot of this early game damage is magical. Rubik and Sky going to be doing the heavy lifting, and if they're nullified by, not literally, but just the descriptor word, it will be an issue for them.
For Team Sexy, so...
I think the next thing is... Oh, just killing the Slark.
Oh my God, Slark is just gone. Didn't expect pantomem to just be hiding in the trees there with the Ancient Seal, and
make an engagement messy enough that you know, okay, Manta's down the line, the next item's down the line, and if you get any free pickups like this, sure, you take them. But it's always move, farm, retreat, smoke, pick off, farm. Like, that's kind of like, you just continue cycling through it. And yeah, they're doing it quite nicely right now. 3k lead. They're not overexerting themselves. You're not seeing them.
That is not. Oh, actually gonna survive. Okay, all right. They make the trail on supports. Terrible timing on that, as they do just get stunned up immediately by both the chains and by the Inkswell. But looks like they got away with it. And now Mirage trying to follow up here, but doesn't actually use the Vortex. I mean, it's so not super threatening. Wants to combo it up here. Oh, almost gets the timing right, but Munkushi is going to fall. And now they jump in, but the chains are there from the Grimstroke there, just holding them together with a Soulbind. Ainkrad doesn't care. Takes down 2, looking for more. Nefrit.
And the IO as well.
But he can stay nearby. Not much mana left. Oh, he actually managed to get some. He's got 1, so he's able to get himself enough mana to keep on fighting here. He has the Remnant out, so Ainkrad really just trying to min-max this as much as possible. And that's going to earn him yet another kill, but he's got no mana now for the Activate Fire Remnant.
Now Slark's here.
Is unfortunate, and Slark back in the mix, jumping forward onto the Dawnbreaker. This spaghetti show continues. Mirage?
Another Sky's here.
Where did he come from? He's back. Yesu just pops the ulti, gets away. They're going to call it quits. Sexy tap out.
You look for a kill, you retreat. Naturally, you want to protect this, so you bring more heroes, and Naga gets to farm up on the side.
Storm.
They even get the Mystic Flare. Oh,
Silenced up though. Can they save him? The Io's doing his best to try and keep him alive, but the silence lasts long enough to get the kill. Julian jumps in. Ravage is there. It's looking pretty good. Can they finish off Ainkrad? Yes, they can. It's a trade of mids, and now they'll go towards AfterLife as well. AfterLife going for the TP out and will be able to escape. They don't have the stuns. They don't have the leash. So
yeah, it feels like one move have the Slark on their team. Not really. He does have sentries in his backpack, but for the amount of vision one move have on the map, no, AfterLife is dead. Yeah, when you look at the minimap, it's quite between the two. I mean, he has an IO with him, so it's between the two of them to decide the distribution of fighting mana to farming mana, and now Slark gets caught once again by the Sky and tipped as well. The Sky has the blink dagger, so he's able to instantly blink in, get that silence, clear off the Grimstroke as well as the Naga sweeps on in. This could be a tier 1 tower bottom. This could be maybe looking at Roshan. They play for the comeback, and Mirage once again trying to jump this Ember. It's the second time we've now seen it in the last window of the game, and both times it's not the easiest to layer up on.
It's not, and now jumping up on the top line as well. They want to try and bring down the Tidehunter, the big boy. I mean, it's a challenge, but it's one they're trying to take. Now, in they go. Double Vortex coming out onto the two of them. Mukushi's getting pretty low on this. Tries to go for the song, but actually cancels it out as he sees the opportunity for his team to try and make a comeback here. The Aegis is gone. The song. Oh no, into the Starbreaker. It could be pretty damn tasty here. And yeah, the Slark's just going to get absolutely slammed down. Xakoda zaps him with the Fade Bolt to finish the job. Another tip onto Yesu here as Ainkrad comes in onto the Io as well. Io's going to fall on move across immediately, looking for Nefrit as well. It's a nice Inkswell coming out onto Nefrit to try and fight up. I mean, he's got plenty of health in this Tidehunter, but they're just going to go past him and look for till the end instead, and that is a dead Grimstroke on my screen. Nefrit still looking to just kind of fight back here. I mean, they can't do enough damage to the Tidehunter, but everybody else is just dead.
Efficient as the, there we go, yeah. Oh, the axe reveal.
All right, here we go, Munkushi. It's the Ags versus the Heart. Which will be better? I mean, they're throwing everything they've got into it right now, but in comes that Dawnbreaker, diving into the fight, just crashing down upon them. They're going in for the backlines, though, to kill off the Io. The Tide still just trying to get through Munkushi, but it's not enough. And meanwhile, Ainkrad and AfterLife, they just cleared up the entire backlines. They've got the Storms. Yesu trying to fight up into this right now. He has no Shadow Dance available anymore and no leap charges left, so he's committed fully to the fight, and he will die for that. Class and Nefrit, only ones left, trying to limit themselves.
Storm buyback.
Storm, though, sees the opportunity onto AfterLife here and wants to try and take it. It's desperate, but it might pay off. It's a long-ass TP. That's a lot of damage coming down onto 9 class, but they will be able to kill the Dawnbreaker.
AfterLife is basically a carry at this point. It's like there's 3 carries on one move with 2 high damage supports behind it. It's such a strong lineup now.
The mid lane, they just go straight past the Ember. They're like, yeah, we're not getting that guy. So he just puts a BKB and just murders the Io. Okay, fair.
And the supports, both dead.
Supports getting cut down. And that's that disconnect, you know, once they kind of break apart this fight. It's a Storm needs to leave. He's got the zip away. He doesn't have much mana left, though. Has to go for the TP out. Will they be able to close the gap? They will not. With this Naga, they want to try and get to the backlines, but yeah, not going to happen. So now we get the standoff. Yes, is very far in the front line. This guy has no BKB here, so he's got to be pretty careful. Shadow Dance might need to be popped pretty early, and that's exactly what's going to happen, but Class is not savable, and no buyback either on this Io. I think Sexy just needs to try and get themselves away from this one. It's a lost fight. Looking for the engagement.
There's still a ward. You got to be careful. Right, Slark dewarding.
Yep.
It's now daytime.
There they go. Up onto the cliff, straight away on the Rubik, who's stolen that zip from the Storm. And, well, Soulbind gets thrown out and doesn't really get a whole lot done either, so everyone just kind of throwing spells at each other, no one really committing to the real engagement. Yesu baiting out a couple of spells from the Skyrafters. The Storm just using so much mana to try and bring this guy down, and AfterLife actually catches him out. Might be able to kill him. Mirage needs to leave, but he's being chased by this bolt from the Skyrafters. Over on the backlines of the fight, Nefrit is going to get sung up as pantomem does finally fall to Mirage, and Song actually cancels. Yesu starts trying to take some chunks out of Munkushi here, but not really a target, as we mentioned, that he can really deal with.
Pushing out the lanes. 18k down, but Sexy still playing as if the game's even. They are really lacking a lot, but they're posturing as if this is an entirely different game, and I respect that.
Hey man, if you believe the game is even, then the game is even, goddammit. But they're committing to the backlines right now. Ainkrad just once again just beelining for the supports, wants to bring down the IO. IO pumping out as much healing onto himself as he can. Actually, they might have got it caught out here. They'll throw down the Dawnbreaker ultimate. They have enough to bring down Ainkrad. The stun is that. They will kill him off. But what's the trade going to be as Yesu is the one who will fall. One move, take the area. Lift up onto the Storm Spirit. They have to follow up. The net is not there in time, so the song is going to get used, and they're going to try and just surround this Storm. They know he's low on mana, and with the they can get the net off as well, and that will be the Storm.
Get the Rubik. No.
Tide on the run now. He's moving himself down below, but they're just surrounded by heroes. As tanky as he is, he will get cut open. 5 heroes dead, and no heroes lost other than Ainkrad, who buys back into it.
You can just feel the discomfort in the engagements right from Sek.
Just open shop and clicked bile. Well, Class could be in trouble. Ainkrad just running him down here. It's got a glide in there as well, so no chance of getting away, and in comes AfterLife with that big old crit from the Luminosity.
He needs a fight to last nearly 2 minutes of clicking for him to feel relatively good.
All right, how many Essence Shift stacks does he need to win a fight?
He needs to be alive to win a fight.
Yeah.
8.
What? Yeah, it's not going to happen. But Hex out onto IO, but no detection on that.
And a song.
Jesus. Doesn't like IO. Okay.
Serenading him to the lower bracket.
Does seem to be the case. Yeah, Mirage tries to help him out against the illusions. Oh my goodness, and AfterLife comes in on the side as well. One Starbreaker kills off the other support. Suddenly there's 3 heroes dead and Sexy. I think they're heading for the barracks, and maybe for the lower bracket, as you say. Then there's a chance that him and the Slark can kill the Naga Siren. Other than that, she's not dying.
You know what? I will subscribe to this blind belief. Why not?
Yeah, they have a timing. It might be 20 minutes. AfterLife just comes sliding on through, looking to bring down Glass, but doesn't actually get him. Could he be in some trouble now? It's a question. I mean, Jesse's just trying to commit to this one as hard as he can. Drops everything. Depth Shout, Shadow Dance, everything being used to try and make this fight work. And guess what? She just sings a song of her people, and Sexy are suddenly out of ammo.
He's kind of...
Okay, Storm gets to the high ground. Is trying to jump down, finding the big targets, but AfterLife just heals up fully from one Starbreaker. Might have had a cheese in there as well, by the looks of it. And Sexy now have to swing it into reverse, but the Tidehunter, unfortunately, he's too slow to run away with the rest of his team. That Inkswell is going to start doing a lot of work, but AfterLife once again just through the backlines, takes out everybody. 3 heroes dead in the blink of an eye. This Dawnbreaker is just going absolutely insane right now. They're trying to hold out, but they're trying to hold on to their last chance of staying in this upper bracket, but it's just not happening. It's Aikrad's turn to get the triple kill now. AfterLife picks up another, and the GGs are called. Game number 3 will go to 1 move, and they will continue themselves in the upper bracket as an ultra kill comes out by Ainkrad in the end.
And some final tips as well. A little bit saucy to put a team to lower bracket, to tip the IO in the final moments.